Hi everyone, my name is Carolyn Harton and I am a soon-to-be graduating Master's of Environmental Science student in the Geography and Environmental Science Department here at UC Denver. My team and I are presenting this research through our community-based research practicum, which is a graduation requirement for non-thesis master's students. Our project highlights our work towards developing an urban heat island mitigation framework for the city and county of Denver, who is our client. In order to do this, we have completed a comparative analysis of climate action plans across the United States. So for those who don't know, the urban heat island effect results in higher temperatures within urban areas due to heat retaining infrastructure and materials, as well as reduced vegetation. This has become a significant environmental and public health issue across many American cities that ultimately must be addressed. However, the effectiveness of initiatives depends on climate conditions, financial resources, and community engagement. As a result, addressing this issue is incredibly complicated, and Denver actually lacks a comprehensive framework to address the urban heat island effect. So the purpose of this project is to essentially develop a framework that will guide Denver in implementing effective strategies to combat the urban heat island effect, enhance climate resilience across the city, and improve residents' overall quality of life. We initially approached the projects conducting a systematic literature review, which addressed multiple categories, and this was done essentially to see what other cities around the US have done, the academic and private research that has gone into understanding the urban heat island effect, and to also evaluate educational initiatives and public perception of urban heat impacts. We've also investigated other climate-related frameworks and identified research gaps from these frameworks and the urban heat island efforts. So once this extensive review was completed, we synthesized and evaluated our data based on several core metrics. This included the location of the interventions and the specific strategies implemented for urban heat mitigation. Based on these data points that were needed to inform a decision, the decision factors, including questions and considerations that influence the selection of specific urban heat interventions, were also generated. The questions and considerations for each intervention were established, and while the list is extensive, and it will be presented in our final paper, a summary of the common key kind of overarching questions for the interventions are provided on the poster. These are essentially our most important findings because they will guide and provide the city and county of Denver with an extensive breakdown of potential urban heat interventions, which will also include the data required to inform intervention decision-making and a thorough list of questions and considerations to analyze the data-driven interventions for Denver. Thank you so much, and we look forward to discussing our poster and answering questions next Friday.